Hello, I'm David Helmick, teacher at Stone Mineral Falls High School, looking to apply for the Toshiba Educator Grant grades 6 through 12. I'm specifically looking to obtain this grant for a new program that I'm starting called Modern Manufacturing for Employment. So a little bit about the program and the backstory. We are targeting students that are struggling in school, 2.0 GPA or less, and that just have a desire to not sit in a traditional classroom, traditional notes, traditional tests, all of that's being scrapped. And we're looking to really focus on essential skills necessary to get into a manufacturing job. We need workers in the field that are employable. So our curriculum, especially in our English class, is going to focus on resume writing, job interview skills, finances, especially budgeting. So not only how do you open a checking account or savings account, but how do you set a monthly budget to help them obtain things such as their own car. So I've worked very hard with local businesses and even auto dealerships to help them get their first car as a student so that they can transport themselves to a job and continue making an income that they can support themselves with. I also have worked very hard with a local university, college, to set up an apprenticeship where through their apprenticeship, they have a pathway after graduation to continue working while in college. And many of these companies are willing to help pay for that additional schooling. So what are some of the focuses in this MME or Modern Manufacturing program? So as I mentioned, the employability skills is a main focus of ours. The apprenticeship opportunity through Stark State is going to allow them to continue learning while working on the job. And if they want to move up into management, they have a path forwards to do that. They're also going to be able to earn 2 credits through my class while working in high school. And the curriculum that we're focusing on in terms of the mechanical side of things for manufacturing is the drawing process, the advanced machining in terms of how to read and interpret a mechanical drawing, as well as how to actually handle materials in cutting, drilling, and grinding, and then the electrical theory of that electronics, mainly for mechanical repairs. So if they have motors, gears, or drive belts that go out on a machine, how do they fix and repair those? As I made mention also, they are taking an English and a physics class. The English is focused on the employability skills, and the physics is emphasized on the mechanical side of things. Again, looking at the electrical theory of concepts along with the mechanical systems such as your gears, things that work along simple machines. So where does the grant come in and how do we need the grant to help educate our students? And it's really through the use of virtual reality. So we have a partner company here that I'd like to show you a couple photos of. So this is myself here at Permco trying out their proprietary virtual reality training simulator that they're willing to share with us to help this innovative method of teaching the students. So you can see there on the computer screen, it's hard. I'll show a zoomed in image in a moment of myself with the VR headset on beginning this training simulation. So there is a quick close-up of what the simulator looks like for myself. You're able to see your hands and you have a workbench to work at, which is providing the ability for the students to do hands-on training without the physical use of all of the apparatus in the room. This also allows for somewhat dangerous situations to be built in a virtual world, and students partake in that training during that virtual experience. There's another photo there of the side-by-side of what I'm doing versus what I'm seeing. And then it allows for you to, again, I'm reaching up to turn on a reading or some type of diagram that I need, and I'm interacting with the virtual space. At the same time, the screen is giving me feedback, telling me, am I right? Am I wrong? Do I need additional help? Did I follow the right process? And if I mess up, that's where it gives you just-in-time teaching, that it auto-corrects you right then and there, and it allows you to make that correction and then learn from your mistake and move on. The benefit of this is just in this screen, I could have 4 students all working on the same training and each one of them getting individualized feedback. Whereas if I was instructing this in class and I was having them work on putting together a hydraulic pump in this case, I am unable to give that immediate feedback to all 4 individuals that are all 4 possibly doing different things. This software allows us to do that. And then it's expanded beyond that into the English and the physics classrooms to allow our English teacher to schedule virtual trips for the students, to keep them engaged, to take them out of the classroom without physically leaving the room, to view the spaces they're reading about and talking about in class, to even practice mock interviews. There's ways to do that with the virtual apps that exist. And then in physics, there's one that I wrote about in the grant called Gravity Lab, that's specifically through the Oculus Quest Oculus headsets, that offers the students this space to explore physics concepts and really learn through doing, rather than, again, being told that information and asked to then put that back on a test. So the need that we have for this grant comes full circle in really trying to help change these students' lives. That is my goal of this. There is no better way that I have found to do this than the use of virtual reality. And as you look on the itemized budget, I've included in the virtual reality the training that we need as teachers to be able to use this properly. Permco, that we're partnering with as a company, they're willing to provide us that training and the software that we need to really use this an effective way in the classroom. And we just really hope that the Toshiba Foundation or Americas is willing to support us in our grant. And thank you for your time in allowing us to make this proposal.